No, it's not. I'm tired. Every time somebody do something dumb, all of a sudden we all got to be responsible for that dumbass nonsense. No, we ain't. Just a dumb nigga. Because when white people do something dumb, you don't make all white people responsible for it. You say, okay, that person right there who's white did something dumb. Every time somebody who's black does something dumb, all of a sudden it's a cultural thing. It's an intrinsic thing. All of us have to be punished because that's what the end game is. At the end of the day, somehow we all have to be punished. Now we got to all be stopped and frisked, and you got to have the cops rummage through your pussy and all that. No. They use every little thing to justify ultimately harming all of us, and we have to say no. Michael Eric Dyson knows that. I don't respect that whole cultural thing where you try to put it on all of us, because you know what you're doing when you say that. No, damn that. You know what our culture is as black people? Being heroes. That's what our culture is. We have a culture of saving people, especially foundational black American men. When you look at situations, and I talked about this the other day. What are we doing here? Oh, there we go. Wait, I was breaking up for a minute. Another case down there in Georgia. This guy might have been East Indian. He was a tether. He took a kid in the back of a gas station and started choking this kid out. This non-FBA tether down in Georgia. The kid was screaming. A brother, FBA brother, looked like he was a mechanic or something, heard the kid screaming. The brother went and got his gat and went and stopped this tether from potentially killing this kid. That's our culture. We have a culture of saving folks, man. That's our culture, and that's something that we all co-sign. That's our culture. Remember in I think it was Memphis, or it was some part of Tennessee, when the white supremacists ran up in the Waffle House shooting people? It was a Waffle House full of black folks. The white supremacists came in shooting people. Remember, the FBA brother stopped the shooting barehanded. It was a brother, no gun in his hand or nothing. He went and wrestled that white supremacist, took the white supremacist's gun, and saved other people from being killed. They don't talk about that brother. That brother's a real hero. They downplayed that brother. That's us, man. That's our culture. Foundational black American men, we've been the heroes of this country. We've been the secret heroes. You know, I might have to do a movie called Secret Heroes, a follow-up to Hidden Colors called Secret Heroes. We've always been secret heroes, man, that we don't get the coverage for. They downplay our heroism. The cop at the goddamn Capitol, when them white supremacists rushed the damn Capitol building, it was black people who was saving democracy. The black cop who had to hold these white supremacists back. The white cops were sitting up here going along with it. Remember? The white cops were going along with it. The white cops were letting the other terrorists in the Capitol. They were opening the doors for them. It was a foundational black American man who said, no, I can't have you do this. Take some of these. Backing them down. The black cop is FBA. Hero. And let me tell you something. It was a black security firm that they hired to kind of quell some of that stuff. Do y'all know that? Because the cops were so damn janky, the white cops out there, they didn't know who was all involved, because many of those white cops, cowardly ass turncoats, they were helping these people get into the Capitol building. They were opening doors, so they didn't know who was who with the white cops. They got a black security firm to assist with quelling that stuff. Do y'all know that? That's the black security company. Some of them were the same folks who were at our rally, the Rally for Reparations. That black security firm, some of them were the same people holding it down for us, FBA brothers. We're the real damn heroes, man. That's our culture. We're the real heroes, man. We've always been the saviors and the real heroes. Yeah, Bobby Hemmett talks about our superpowers. We really don't understand the superpowers that we have, black people, particularly foundational black American men and our sisters too. I'm not taking anything away from the sisters. I'm not taking anything away from you, but the foundational black American men, nigga, we've been damn near superheroes in this goddamn country, man. The Civil War would not have been won if it weren't for foundational black American men. It was foundational black American men really putting it down. In fact, the Union was losing the Civil War until they got foundational black American men to fight with them in the Union Army. And they were recruiting black men who were in those swamps. Some of those Maroons. We talk about that in the new movie American Maroon. Bass Reeves, who they based the Lone Ranger on. They based their white heroes on some of our real life black heroes. They based the Lone Ranger on Bass Reeves, who was a brother living among the black Seminoles in Oklahoma. Bass Reeves beat up his slave master down in Texas, went into Oklahoma to live with the black Seminoles, who were the Maroons, got the game, and then became a lawman who was well respected and thorough. We've been heroes, man. We've been damn near superheroes, man. I might have to do a whole piece about that. I want foundational black. See, we got to get this thing where they try to drill this thing where there's some type of pathological toxicity in black men. No, it ain't. No, the hell it ain't, man. There's a systemic and intrinsic heroism in foundational black American men in particular. We are the real hidden heroes of this country, man. We are the real hidden heroes, man. For real, for real. Man, we be sitting up here wrestling armed people. We be unarmed, wrestling down armed people. We always save shit, dude. Don't let nobody sit up here and try to fuck with your self-esteem talking about some toxic, murderous masculinity. Fuck out of here. No. We've been holding it down, man. Nobody's like a foundational black American man. Nobody. That's why we're always being attacked by all of these other groups. You only attack the top tier people. Yeah, Crispus Attucks took a bullet for this country. The first person to take a bullet from the British for this country was Crispus Attucks, a foundational black American man. You dig? We're the real unsung heroes, man. We've saved so many people, saved so many damn groups, and they downplay our heroism. They downplay it. Yeah? It's heavy. We got to do a whole thing on that, family, don't we? We got to really talk about our foundational black American heroism. And I'm not taking nothing away from the sisters. Hey, look, Harriet Tubman, you dig? Same thing. Ain't nobody like, what other woman was like Harriet Tubman from any group? What the fuck other woman was like Harriet Tubman, who just repeatedly kept rescuing people out of slavery repeatedly, standing up against a powerful oppressive system and weaving and manipulating your way through it and surviving it? Who was like Harriet Tubman? Name me another woman from any other group who's equal to Harriet Tubman or Ida B. Wells. Ida B. Wells, that's another sister they don't like talking about. They like to lie on Ida B. Wells, say that she was a feminist. Ida B. Wells was nobody's goddamn feminist. She didn't like them white feminist women. Ida B. Wells told them white feminist women to kiss her black ass. Man, please, we got riders, man. Where y'all got an Assata Shakur? Who's your Assata Shakur? I can give Winnie Mandela. See, we'll give you props. I give props to Winnie Mandela. See, it's far in between. I give you props to Winnie Mandela. You dig? She gets her props. Nanny of the Maroons. You dig? Yeah, Biddy Mason. Who's the equivalent of Biddy Mason? We got a lot. The museum, man, we got so much stuff that we're going to talk about with Biddy Mason. We're going to do a lot of stuff about Biddy Mason out here at the museum. See, this is why we're giving props to the unsung heroes, man. We're giving props to the unsung heroes. But yeah, with Biddy Mason, we're doing a nice piece about Biddy Mason out here. You know, I need to reach out to some of her relatives, to her descendants, rather. I need to reach out to them and get some additional information. Y'all remind me of that. I need to do that. I need to reach out to some of Biddy Mason's descendants because I want to get some images that has not been seen, because there's not too many images of Biddy Mason. You think? Yeah, you don't have other equivalents of that. What the hell is the equivalent of a Biddy Mason from any group? What's the equivalent of Madam C.J. Walker? Annie Malone? What's the equivalent? You dig? Don't let nobody try to downplay your heroism, FBA family. You are the damn key, FBA family. Ain't nobody like you. Hidden heroes or secret heroes, we got to talk about our heroes. Ain't nobody like you. There is no equivalent of a damn Madam C.J. Walker. Who's the equivalent of Frances Cress Welsing? Who's the equivalent? In white society or any other society, we don't have equivalents like that, man. You are the key, FBA family. That's why I cannot wait till we have the expo. We need to show and cultivate our next excellent heroes, man. That's why our children need to see our heroes and the heroism that's intrinsic to us. We have intrinsic heroism, not no goddamn toxicity. We don't. And we need more people to see that. That's why we're having the expo. This is why we have to have these events where we have our equivalents, where we have our people who all come together and show the next generation how it's done. That's why it's important, family.